Welcome to Brian's Kitchen. I'm Brian, this is my kitchen. I got the beginning steps of my gumbo that I'm making today. I have my holy Cajun Trinity, which is also called Cajun Mirepoix. I have my chicken, I have sausage, I have my chicken fat, and I have my essence. These three things are like the basis of any good gumbo. Now, another thing that I'm going to do here is I'm going to introduce a new word called a roux. Now, if you want to come over here and check this out, what we do is we add flour into the roux like this. With the temperature on medium heat. Sorry, so you can see it. So what we're doing here is we're just going to stir this for about, according to the Great Emerald Lagasse, it's 2 beers. If you, in the time it takes you to drink 2 beers, this should be done. So what you want it to do, you want to do it on a low heat, stir it for a long period of time, because if you go high heat, what you do essentially is you burn the flour, and that's not what you want to do. That's not the whole point. So you get this roux stirred up, and it gives a nice nutty smell to it. So you add more flour to it. There we go. That's perfect. That's exactly what you want. And you want to keep a continual stir on here. So I'm going to continue stirring this. So I'm going to do a continual stir on this until it turns like a nice dark color. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to come back. I'm going to show you how to put all this together. Because the amazing thing about Cajun food is it's layer upon layer and upon layer of food, and it's just an amazing texture to it, and there's just so much robust flavor to it. So as soon as I'm done, I'm going to come back. As soon as this is ready, I'm going to come back. I'm going to add the Cajun Mirepoix, or the Holy Trinity of Cajun cooking, into it, and then we're going to build it from there. And I'll see you in about 5 minutes. Welcome back to Brian's Kitchen. I'm Brian, this is my kitchen. Now if you want to come over here and take a look, I'm going to grab some of these vegetables and bring them over here. If you want to come over here and take a quick look, this is what color the roux should be. So like a nice dark brown color. Now, some people use butter for roux, other people use oil. I chose to use oil at this point. So what we do is we're going to add the onions into the roux. And once again, you salt it to sweat it, to help it sweat a bit. And we're going to add a bit of the essence. And once again, with Cajun cooking, you want to always add flavor as you add layers, because that's what it's all about. So we cook the onions in this. We'll add the rest of the Mirepoix, or the Cajun Holy Trinity. Okay, so now we'll the rest of the celery as well. Now if you could only smell this, you would smell the nutty smell to it of the flour cooked in the oil. It's so nice. So I'm going to add the chicken fat back in. So now once again we added two layer, we added a layer, so we add flavor. Now we're going to add in the sausage and the chicken. It's already been cooked. So now, ideally, you should actually add andouille sausage. But once again, in my area, andouille sausage is really hard to come by. So what I did was I put the Italian sausage on the smoker and smoked that instead. And I cut it up and threw it in there. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to add the broth, and that's going to thicken up. The roux is going to get that nice and thick, and we serve it with the fragrant rice. And I'll be back. I'll show you what to put in everything. I'm going to put the bay leaves in. It's going to be gorgeous. You're going to love it. I'll see you in a few minutes. Welcome back. Welcome back to Brian's Kitchen. I'm Brian. This is my kitchen. So I've got the stock in here. I've got 6 bay leaves in here. And so what I'm going to do, if you want to come and take a look, I'm going to bring this up to a boil now. And then there's one of the bay leaves there. So I got about 6 of them in there. I got about 8 cloves of garlic, roughly chopped, put in there. And I've got the Holy Trinity in there. I've got the chicken. I've got the sausage. And what I'm going to do is when I make the fragrant rice, so I go back to this actually. I added another layer, so we add some more seasoning in. So basically what I'm going to do when it's time to put the rice in is I'm going to put a bit of the essence in the rice. I'm going to put about 2 or 3 bay leaves in the rice, and then I'm going to put a little bit of salt and pepper in there. I'm going to let it cook and simmer, so you don't have a lot of flavor, but you have an aroma to it. So then what we do is we serve the rice and we pour the gumbo around it. It's a beautiful flavor. I know you're going to love it if you try it, and I'll see you back when this is done. Have a good day. Back to Brian's Kitchen. I'm Brian. This is my kitchen. The gumbo's finished. It's been about 3 hours since we let it all boil down, and we got all the vegetables cooked into basically the gravy. And so this is the end result. This is what it would look like. This is what it'll look like once you plate it and dish it up for your guests. Once again, I love this type of food. I love Cajun Creole food. There's a lot of flavor to it. There's a lot of levels to it. It's just an amazing type of cuisine to eat. Once again, I dedicate this episode to 3 of my favorite all-time chefs. As I said, Justin Wilson, Chef Paul Prudhomme, and Chef Emeril Lagasse. Those guys are what made me want to get to this point to start cooking, to get a fascination for cooking. I hope I did them justice with this. I tried this a little bit ago. It's phenomenal. I hope you like it. Please try this dish. It is really good. And once again, if you like it, please comment below. If you don't like it, give a thumbs down. I don't really care. Also, most of all, please make sure you subscribe and share. And remember, be nice to each other.